On December 23rd, Anthony Joshua takes on the Swedish southpaw Otto Wallin. For the fight, Joshua has changed trainers yet again, this time to Ben Davidson. Throughout his early career, he was trained by Rob McCracken. Under his guidance, Joshua won Olympic gold in 2012 and went on to win world titles in 2017. After his first loss to Andy Ruiz Jr., Joshua began to make changes in his training camp, adding Angel Fernandez and Joby Clayton. When describing the changes, he used a metaphor describing Rob McCracken as Alex Ferguson before stating, "I brought a technical free kick coach and a technical penalty coach underneath. They're going to work together and form a strategy." Joshua defeated Ruiz in the rematch and all was well. Except critics began saying Joshua had become gun-shy ever since his defeat by Ruiz. After Joshua took a loss to Alexander Usyk in September 2021, he finally split with Rob McCracken. At the time, Joshua stated the reason was due to a massive breakdown in training camp. He made further comments about McCracken in July of 2023, stating, "He just didn't teach me defence. I was getting hit way too much with clean shots." He also referenced Carl Froch's nose as evidence McCracken paid little attention to defence. During a TalkSport interview, Carl Froch fired back but seemed to completely misunderstand Joshua's point. Froch stated, "For a grown man to try and personally insult another man on his physical appearance, for me, that's a bitch move." He went on to say, "I hope he's not talking about my new nose. I'm quite happy with this one." Froch also echoed the views of Joshua's critics, stating, "What you need to do is you need to get on your front foot and you need to be aggressive and offensive and let those combination punches go like you used to." Froch went on to say McCracken literally got AJ out of jail. He then stated, "For me, that's disgusting. There's no comeback from that for me for AJ." But then he strangely stated, "I'm not going to hold it against him because he's done what he feels is right for him and he's having a little personal dig at me, which is fine." Okay then. For the Usyk rematch, Joshua promoted Angel Fernandez. Fernandez admitted he didn't have the experience and the pair headed to the States to search for additional help. They found it in Robert Garcia. Joshua was again defeated in the Usyk rematch and had a meltdown after the fight, throwing belts out of the ring and asking Usyk, "How did you beat me?" During the post-fight press conference, Joshua stated, "It's really hard for me to say I'm proud of myself." He then broke down in tears before Eddie Hearn took the mic praising him. After the loss, Garcia publicly stated Joshua was mentally defeated since round 10 or 11. He went on to say, "It was Anthony Joshua who mentally defeated himself." With that, Garcia was dropped and Joshua returned to the US alone to find a new trainer. Derek James was soon hired and Joshua stated he'd only worked with Robert Garcia on the advice of Angel Fernandez. James publicly stated he'd laughed watching Joshua's performance against Usyk. He stated, "I thought, what the heck is he doing?" Joshua moved his training camp to Texas and praised his new trainer, stating, "One thing I like is he's about self-teaching. He is saying, I need you to also train yourself, and I like that approach." He went on to say, "He's installing a USB in my brain of boxing information, so when he's not there, I can switch that on and all that memory will be in my brain." Joshua went on to defeat his next opponent Jermaine Franklin by unanimous decision. In Joshua's last fight, he took on another Swedish-born fighter, Robert Helenius. Deontay Wilder had previously disposed of Helenius in one round so expectations were high. Side note, back in 2017, Helenius also fought Dillian Whyte in a fight that went the distance, with Whyte winning a unanimous decision. Joshua defeated Helenius by knockout in the 7th round. During the post-fight interview, presenter and YouTuber Adi Oladipo voiced the opinion of many fans who believed the fight couldn't go to points and Joshua needed a stoppage. Joshua responded stating, "People need to leave me alone. I do what I want. This is my time in the ring. People need to let me breathe a bit." He went on to praise Helenius, stating he has talent, and in reference to his career added, "I need to keep on building." The interview ended with Adi questioning Joshua about a possible fight with Wilder in the future, before Joshua complained of a bad back before stating, "Is there a doctor in here? My back's gone, because I'm about to carry this heavyweight division." For his upcoming fight, footage has surfaced of Joshua training with Ben Davidson. Newspapers have reported he's now entirely under the tutelage of Davidson. Ben Davidson previously trained Tyson Fury when he took on Otto Wallin in 2019. Personally, I don't see Wallin defeating Joshua. Probably a unanimous decision, maybe a latter stoppage. But whatever the outcome, Joshua has to overcome his fear of pulling the trigger. Is he still preoccupied with defence? Maybe his previous offence was a form of defence. Either way, in his pursuit to be 3-time world champion, Anthony Joshua has a long battle ahead.